Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, May 17th, 5:50 a.m. Central Time on my zone, and hope everybody is having their coffee in the morning. I know a lot of people. I know summer is here. Um, Hold that thought, Craig. I know that everybody's getting their weekends going. I know some people have things planned out. And so, therefore, hope you guys enjoy it nice and safely. There's been I know since the summer has just arrived, there's a lot of crazies out there going on, right? And so, hopefully, everybody out there stays safe. So, today, oh, by the way, we are live on YouTube as well. I got that up and running again. So if anybody wants to follow me on YouTube, please do. I am trying to get more followers there so that I can do essentially some lives there and possibly don't have to use TikTok. Not that it's bad because it gives a lot of publicity, right? But overall, I just want a different platform. With that being said, we know that we can get started with the fact that, oh, by the way, I won't take any gifts. You can do likes because I will not redeem those gifts for coins. I'm not doing KYC for TikTok. Okay. Now, back to the question that Craig says, but what do Metal Pay won't accept bank card? WebAuth, difficult to make it function. Actually, Craig, it's not. Oh, right. So once you actually buy those Metal Pays or whatever coins you buy from the Metal Pay app, what you ought to do is you transfer them to your XPR network address from the WebAuth wallet. So if you have a WebAuth wallet, you use the XPR network addressed based on the coin that you purchased. So if you bought some metal DAOs, right, you go to the WebAuth wallet and you select your metal DAO coins, and it'll say either metal DAO address on the XPR network or a different network. You select the XPR network because it'll ramp off it to it very fast. That's what you're supposed to do. If that's the question that you were asking. Okay. So now back to the more important things that matter. So we know that Shops has stated that loan protocol. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to do something here. There we go. Now we can see the questions on the live. There you go on YouTube. There you go. I hope you guys can see it on YouTube. So the loan protocol is a good long term. It all depends on that, Pena. If you just got to treat it like any other project. Everything goes up and it comes back down. That's for you to decide if you want to. That's for you if you want to decide if you want to hold long term or if you want to, sell half and take profits. Do whatever it is you want to do. That's really up to you. But the loan protocol is really designed for the Metal X platform, right? You accumulate those loan protocol rewards, and you can decide if you want to, exchange them on the swap page on the Metal X for different coins or for cash, or if you want to farm. That's up to you. I'm not gonna, let you know what's going on with that. That's for you to decide. Now, let's get to the reason, potential reason why we think that the loan protocol is going up, and the all famous Ripple seems to be going down. right? I know this is from a few days ago, I believe, from 2 or 3 days ago. And essentially, the Ripple company made a mistake in filing the appeal, right? Incorrect. Therefore, you know, more stalling. And while there's more stalling going on, um, you know, the loan protocol seems to be going up, which is a good thing, right? We want the loan protocols. We want Metal DAOs. We want all of the XPR coins that are in the Metal Pay, or I'm sorry, in the Metal X platform to increase. Okay, and of course the background here that I have, this is Metal DAO. Okay, took me a minute to kind of make these little backgrounds, but overall, yeah. So therefore, this sounds more like a lot more Stalin, right? From Ripple. Uh, if it's not the case that they won, then it's probably an appeal that they said, okay, now it's time for us to turn it around and get paid what we lost. And then of course it's denied. Now it's like they're just trying to stay more relevant in the media, and good for them if that's what they want to do. But it almost seems like a distraction, and we've said this over many times before. Okay, so I don't want to really. This is part of the reason why a lot of us that think outside the box, we don't pay too much attention to XRP, but you can't get away from it because they're all over. They're all over, social medias. They're all over Telegram. They're all over what else? Facebook. Everywhere you go, it's all about them, right? So you can deny it all, you can ignore it all you want, but they make the news every time. So what I am gonna do, I'm gonna show people the loan protocol. Okay, and you guys can see it on here, so that way you guys get a better idea of how high the loan protocol is going. Oop, that's not the one. Is it this one? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, shit. Give me a minute here, guys. Nope, that's not the one. Where the hell is that? Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but something's not right. Anyways, I gotta fix my setting again with this crap. I did something wrong here, and I don't like it. Goddamn thing. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Okay, so for the last 7 days, we've been seeing the loan protocol rise from, I believe, 1730, right? 1730, all the way up to the current 3385, which is pretty significant. So for those that actually have so many loan protocols on the Metal X platform, you're making some money here. So if you have, like, let's say over 1 million or more, right, you're making something, a lot. And the question is this the very top for loan protocol for now? I don't know, but it's a possibility that as soon as other coins go down, this will keep rising, and then once those coins start to go up, this is probably going to start to come down, and then that's for you to decide if you want to cash out, swap them, do whatever it is you want. It's all on you, right? But overall, it's doing well, and that's good. Mm, this coffee's not bad. All right, so that's the loan protocol. And when I actually log into the loan protocol, analytics.com, I'm going to take a look at the borrowing and lending. Okay, explore the markets. So right now they got some good offerings if you want to borrow some Bitcoin, right, using XRP as collateral, right? You earn a 2.10% APY, and if you throw it back into the lending area, you earn 1.30 APY, right? USDC, right now they're offering 22.4 APY. XPR, actually, on the lending side, they're offering 2.95. It's almost 3% APY, which is pretty good. Doge is extremely high. If you don't have any Doge and you have some XRPs, you can use XRPs as collateral by borrowing against it, right? So therefore, if you do that, if you borrow Doge using your XPR token, I'm sorry, not XPR, XRP tokens, you earn almost up to 6% APY for borrowing Doge. And if you throw that back into the lending, right, the lending side is you're earning up to 4% APY. Okay, which is really good. Doge is doing really good right now. So therefore, yeah, so definitely take advantage of that. Ethereum is also doing pretty decent as well on both sides. If you borrow Ethereum, you earn 4.65%, and if you throw it back into the lending, it's 4.62%. So they're pretty much even. You're winning on both sides. Now, if you have Metal DAO, like some of us do, you're earning up to almost 7% if you lend, and that's 6.70% APY. If you're in Tether, right, Tether alone for lending is 28% APY. And of course, unfortunately, Litecoin doesn't offer anything right now, but you can, like I said, you can borrow it against it and get on that Doge or get on Ethereum, right, or get on Bitcoin if you want to borrow. All right, there's ways around this. And then of course, like a lot of us that that do use this platform, we are waiting for Solana, Cardano, and XLM to jump on board. I believe we still have about 2 weeks, right, before the proposal expires on the governance section. And so hopefully after that it expires, it's up and running for everybody to, borrowing and lending that. So I'm going to log into my loan protocol. I'm not the lending, just to see what it looks like right now. And let's see how much I'm earning. I'm not going to say how much I'm earning, but I want to see, because I left a little bit. I moved everything out when I had, what the hell is going on here? Okay, so let's see. For Ethereum, I have to move some stuff around. Okay, so yeah, I mean, right now I'm earning a lot when it comes to a lot of rewards for this on the loan protocol, and I definitely should see how much is that worth. I want to actually redeem those and see how much it is, and then if I can sell them for something else, that'd be great. If I want to buy some more metal DAOs or some more Metal blockchains, that'd be great too, because I want to see the increase on that. So that's for that one. So let's go to the yield farming. The yield farming right now, uh, XPR, actually the yield farming on the loan, right, on the loan protocol has increased by 1%. So I believe it was at 18% APR. Right now it's at 19. So it is increasing a lot. It's increasing a lot. What else? Metal DAO and XMD, which is the DAO stablecoin, right? They're offering 40% APR, right? So that's pretty good. If you put the loan protocol with XPR on the liquidity pool, right now you're earning about 7.24% if you add that on there, which is really not bad. It's pretty high right now. Everything's really good. So for those that actually, like I said, want to take advantage of this, this is actually a good platform. Compared to other platforms, I know that a lot of platforms do the same thing, but the difference is that, like I said, you are not locked in. At any given moment, you can always remove these whenever it pleases you, based on your situation or whatever play you want to make. This is the you want to take advantage of. All right. So that's that. Now that I have that done, I'm going to take a look at something real quick here. I want to take a look and see if once I redeem those rewards, I want to see how much I make for the borrowing and lending side with the loan protocol. Okay. What's going on here? I'm gonna redeem those, see how much I've made. Probably not a lot, but overall it's still good. Okay. On the swap, loan protocol. So, within a week from based on what I left in there, I didn't make a lot because I didn't put a lot of money in there, which is really not bad. I made $3.81. That's how much it's worth right now. If I Yeah, it's worth $3.81 if I change it to USDC, which is really not bad at all. I can definitely, like I said, I can do some more farming, or I can definitely swap it for more um, for more. Let's see where we're at. I'll definitely swap them for more metal coins or something, because they're pretty inexpensive right now. They're like at 8 cents or something, and that would actually get me like 39 of them, which is something that I prefer doing right now at the current moment. It's something that I would do. And so right now, $3.82, right? For me swapping them for some metal coins, right? For $3.80, I get a total of 30, almost 40 coins worth of metal coins. What's the platform called? It's the metalx.com, right? In order to use that platform, you have to have the WebOff wallet. You have to. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to use it. And so, yeah. Let me see how many DAOs I can get for this. I get 4. No, I think I'm gonna stick to the I'm gonna stick to the middle blockchain. I'm gonna swap everything. Now normally I would show you guys how to how it looks like, right? But I'm having some technical issues. So therefore, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you guys because of those technical issues. But no worries. Let me see if I can do it now with this. Hold on. Okay, I think I may be able to do this now. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, so there we have it. Okay, so zoom in. Okay, so this is the MetalX platform. How high do you think loan protocol? I don't know. One TD2. All I know is that while it's still rising and other coins are dropping, I would think that as soon as the other coins swap, right, into the different direction to go upwards, I think the loan protocol is going to go down. But I could be wrong. The fact that you're saying how high, like I say, I don't know. I know that it's only used as liquidity to either for yield farming, or you can swap those loan protocols for other coins. So for those that are on here, this is the MetalX platform right here. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, you can do trading, lending, borrow, farming, liquidity pools. You can swap them like I just said. Fiat means you can buy coins from this right here, from this page. You just put your credit card or your debit card and you can buy them through there on the MetalX platform. But the only way to do that, like I said, you have to have the WebAuth wallet to authorize movements. Otherwise, it's not going to allow you to do it. Also, the only way that you can buy these coins on this platform, on the fiat section, is that you have to also have the MetalPay app. Otherwise, it won't allow you. Okay. So yeah. So now, yield, lending and borrowing. Okay. So the lending and borrowing section. Oh shit. Okay, explore the markets. We're gonna go to the borrowing and lending, exploring the markets in here, right? And as you can see, this is what they're offering right now. So if you have a lot of capital, right, and you don't know what you want to do with your USD, you can always just put it on the lending, and you can earn up to 22, 15, 10% APY, because it always fluctuates. And then of course, same thing with the XPR, almost 3%. Here's those, like I was saying, for those that are XRP fans, you can definitely use XRP as collateral, borrowed against it, and earn 5.62% APY and 3% on the lending. Same thing for the Ethereum. And then of course DAO pays really well right now, extremely well. Okay. So that's what I'm doing at this moment. And like I said, for all the people, the 10 people that are in here, those who are new, I am on live on and YouTube as well. It stays recorded on there, so if you miss something, you can follow me there. I am trying to grow that platform as well. So you just type in JoJo's Crypto, and you'll see the Chainlink logo, and you'll see the Chainlink logo, and you'll see all the videos there posted up. Now there is one on videos because I was having technical issues. I couldn't actually get it live. That's fine. I recorded it and I just threw it in the video section, but all the live videos are there. Okay, all of them. So definitely that's something that you can look at. We're gonna go back to the yield farming. Right, yield farming. So this is the yield farming. The yield farming is you earn 30% APR. If you want to earn more XPRs, right, and rewards, you would have to match it dollar for dollar, right? And right now you earn 37%. If you want to earn more loan protocols, right, you would actually have to match it with the same as XPR. You earn up to 19%, which is very high. Not extremely high, but it's high. And that's something that you can actually do while it's running. And then if you decide that you want to trade it for something else, you can. Or you can always later on, when you swap these, you can always buy more loan protocols when it's on when it's at the bottom again, at a new bottom. You can definitely do that. I'm a big fan of the Metal XMD. I love Metal. Metal is one of my favorites. You earn up to 40% on those. All right, so that's pretty nice. So if you're new to crypto or you want something different in crypto, definitely get you get into the XPR or into the Metal X platform so that you can utilize it, because it does offer a lot. And those who, well, don't take advantage of it, that's fine. Okay. So that's what we have going on right now. Now, moving on to something else, we're going to go into Bitcoin. I want to see what Bitcoin's doing right now. So, Bitcoin on the 24-hour chart, it seems like it's on a downtrend, right? But if you look at that 7-day trade, it's actually more on the running sideways. It goes up and it goes down, goes up and it goes down. And then of course on the month it did pick up, so it is actually consolidating, right? And I think I said this a while back in a few videos that it was going to pull back a little bit before it actually probably goes up, or I may be wrong and it may actually just go down all the way downhill. My phone just keeps shit, hold on. Okay. For those that actually hold the fuck up. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting text messages at the same time and then trying to be in here can be a little bit distracting. Not that it's terrible, it's just not that I'm not that quick. Not quick enough, not fast enough here. Anyways, but yes, so we were saying about Bitcoin that Bitcoin itself is actually, it's on an uptrend for the month, and then of course running sideways in 7 days, and then of course downtrend on 24 hours, right? So I know that there's somebody that was saying that Bitcoin actually might drop again to like 96. Hopefully That's right, that would be their new support right there. Test that out. If it doesn't, well, it's gonna keep going back down to like what is it? Unfortunately, it can drop really, really bad. It can go back down all the way to 87 again, 88, 89, somewhere around there, which is something we don't want. But at the same time, we do want to see the altcoin seasons take off. All right. Okay, what's the Bitcoin dominance? I want to see what the Bitcoin dominance is at. All right, Bitcoin dominance. Oops. All right, so if we go to in that last 7 days and 1 month, this is not accurate. Okay, so if you look at Bitcoin dominance, it was actually down about 7 days ago, right? It was on a downtrend, but all of a sudden it went back up to like 63, depending on which actual, platforms or websites you go and you look at Bitcoin's charts dominance. That they all vary. But in between that range. So that's for the day. Yeah, it was like at 65, and then it dropped down all the way down to like 62, and then it goes back up again. It may actually just stay like that, or run sideways, or it may start actually pulling back even more. Getting ready for the altcoin season that we think is going to happen. Not a fact, but what we think. Okay, so that's for Bitcoin. Ethereum, however, is holding pretty strong. I'm surprised that Ethereum is holding very strong. Yeah, it's at 24, right? It was at 26 at some point. Kind of dropped 6%. That's all right. Michael Allen, you said you finally found my channel. What are you talking about? Oh, is it on YouTube? Are you referring to? Okay. No? Okay. So Ethereum right now, it dropped a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, on YouTube, I believe, what do I have type in there? Yeah, I think it's just JoJo's Crypto. It's not spaced out, I think. It's just JoJo's Crypto or JoJo or whatever. You can see the logo on there. So what questions do you have, Michael? Because I'm going to actually metal2.com. Okay, well, you gotta have to remind me on that because there's a lot going on, but I'm gonna bring this down right here. This website right here that says metal2.com is the summarize everything a little bit quicker so that you comprehend as to what they do about their ecosystem. Okay, and I can just go and explain it to you a little bit, right? So that way you have a better understanding of it. And as you can see, it's got multiple layers on there. All right, so therefore Uh, this right here has got the core connectivity, right? It's a layer 0, the metal blockchain, the M blocks. Okay, enables fintechs and banks to create and connect custom subchains with seamless asset sharing via warp messaging. Okay, layer 2 itself, layer 1 is the decentralized app integration. So a seamless deploy applications on Ethereum with Metal L2's robust framework, ensuring peak performance and seamless ecosystem integration. Right, like we were saying earlier, that they bridge a lot of these coins to the Metal X platform. Right. Also, the layer 2 is to boost the performance and scalability on Metal L2, built for smooth interaction with layer 0 and layer 1, powering a dynamic DeFi ecosystem. All right. If you don't have the Metallicus wallet, well, you can always download that on your phone, which is actually only available in certain countries. The only 3 countries I believe is USA, Australia, and New Zealand. I don't think every other country can do that yet. But these are the 3 countries right now that you can actually, that's available for people to download on their phone. Okay. They do a little bit of the KYC because you have to use your WebAuth wallet. You have to authorize it to move those coins around. You understand what I'm saying? So that way, like I say, it's they bridge, and it's really neat. Okay, they're gonna ask for some basic information, but that's just also to make sure that you are actually the actual person that's making changes around that. Okay, that's one. The other part is they have a decentralized, right? The Metal DAO is they have a decentralized governance, right? And the Metal DAO drives the Metal ecosystem, overseeing the innovative Metal Dollar and granting holders reduced fees for a more economical, empowered finance experience. Now, this one this is part of the reason why I have Metal DAO or XMT, right? I'm just gonna go a little bit over that because I want to see, you guys understand what how important it is. This is a good one. The abstract, this is a perfect one. Metal DAO is a community-driven platform that allows users to participate in the decision-making process of the Metal Dollar protocol. By holding XMT tokens, which is Metal DAO, individuals gain the right to vote on proposals that determine the direction and evolution of the protocol. This white paper serves as a comprehensive resource covering various aspects related to Metal DAO, including its historical background. Furthermore, it provides explanations of the Metal DAO and Metal Dollar, offering an in-depth understanding of these concepts, and serves as a comprehensive guide proposal submission process, the scope of proposals, the voting strategy, and the quorum requirements within the Metal DAO community. Now, for a lot of people that have already been here, I'm sure many of you guys already know what this is. You guys have been around for more than long enough, right? You guys already seen this. All right, I'm going to also read the history a little bit on that. The proof of process payments, right? Metal was founded in 2016 by Metallica CEO Marsha Hayner and CTO Glenn Marion, with the goal of creating an inclusive financial ecosystem accessible to anyone with a smartphone. During this time, Metallica has laid out groundwork for its unique approach to incentivizing cryptocurrency adoption through rewards and payments. Okay. Where was the another one? That's a little bit of that. Oh, this is a good one. The metal dollar. This is actually a good one. Which I'm gonna definitely read, but right now I'm gonna go back and go with the metal dollar right here, because this is actually one important thing, which is why I like farming, yield farming, the more um, metal coins, utilizing metal dollar, right? One for one. Oops, that's not the wrong one. Okay, this is a good one. Here's everyone right here. What is metal dollar, which is XMD, the stable coin, right? Metal dollar is a next generation stablecoin operational on the Proton blockchain. All right, bringing an innovative approach to the conventional idea of stablecoins. Instead of being tied to a single currency or relying on a potential unstable algorithm, the metal dollar utilizes a unique mechanism for maintaining its stability. It's backed by a diverse basket of stablecoins. This method this method greatly reduces the risk associated with other types of stablecoins. Single issuer stablecoins, for example, carry the risk of the issuer defaulting or facing regulatory issues, which could destabilize the coin's value. Algorithmic stablecoins, as we've seen with the case of Luna, remember what happened to Luna? It went to like 109, and all of a sudden that shit went down to like 6 zeros and some fucking numbers. Everybody remember that. A lot of people lost money, and a lot of people made money. Carry the risk of the algorithm not responding adequately to market dynamics, potentially leading to a severe loss in value. By diversifying its backing across several stablecoins, the metal dollar effectively mitigates these risks, right? So you want something more than just a single singles USDC stablecoin, right? You're not trying to lose your money if you want to, if you want to farm metal coins, which is pretty neat, right? You can definitely do that, which is pretty awesome. That's what I like about that. All right, now back to the Metal Pay app. The Metal Pay app right here, of course, like I said, you would actually have to download it on your phone, and it'll look like this. This is the Metal Pay app if you want to buy directly from that application. If you want to buy directly from the Metal Pay app, right, you have to download this on your phone. And then once you buy some of the tokens that are available, then you can actually send them to your WebAuth wallet. When you do that, right, you send it using the XPR network. Okay, that's for that. The next part would be the Metal X platform, the one that I kind of talk about a lot. Right, this is right here, and of course I already showed you guys. They have DEX, right, trading. You can definitely trade. There's not a lot, but there's actually they just have, I believe, Solana in there. They just added Solana on there on the trading, right, which I'm going to show you guys. Remember what I said that a few weeks ago, that Solana is going to be on board, right? And you see it right here. Select that, select the market, and there you see Solana, right, with XMD, right? It's a stable coin, which is pretty cool. Okay, it's there. The other part right here is, Look at that. The Metal blockchain. This is the one where people kind of miss out on the Metal blockchain coins. All right. We're gonna learn more a little bit about it, and I'm gonna select that. Okay. The Metal blockchain, right, are partnered with over 40